Hi everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. So I'm going to show you, it's a little bit of a combination of a bunch of things. I can't believe that Thanksgiving week's almost here. And so Thanksgiving week also includes my birthday week. And my goal is to be done working by like a Tuesday afternoon next week, because I think my birthday's on Monday. I don't even know what day of the week my birthday is, but we're celebrating on Tuesday. So I'd like to be done working by Tuesday, because I also host Thanksgiving at my house, so you need Wednesday to get ready for that. So this is going to kind of tie a bunch of stuff together, and then I'm going to try to do a how-to and another video. I also have camp, and I also have to get card club out. So I have a lot to do, and we're going to buy our Christmas tree. So we've got some fun stuff. I try not to work on the weekends. Sometimes I do cut paper, like if we're watching football or something, or I stamp thank you cards to you all, but I try not to work. So my goal is to get a bunch of stuff done. So I'm going to kind of tie a few things together, but there's some tips and tricks. Gonna throw in a couple more things if you've missed them on the sale, because today's the last day of the sale. So annual catalog, inks, cardstock. I moved my little cheat sheet, so I'm not going to give you the numbers. Inks and cardstock, I know, are 10 and 15. I don't know which is which. I can't remember. And the dies are 20% off. I do know the dies are 20% off through today. So it's the last day, and you can also combine that with a starter kit if you want to join my team. So we've had a couple of people join my team. When you join my team, you can get the starter kit this month for just $75, and you pick 125 of whatever you want and put that in your kit. So if you put the sale stuff in, not only do you save the about $25 and you don't pay shipping and handling, so you save all that, just pay tax. But if you put the sale stuff on, then your $75 goes even further. So that part, that goes through November, but the sale part ends today. Then through Monday, you can sign up for my last November class. Card Club is already, that sign up for that is over. So if you register right now, then you're going to get December's. So November Card Club's done. But my last class of the month is my the gingerbread and peppermint. And we're going to do a recipe book. That's the main part of it. I'm going to throw in a couple of cards and a pillow box packaging. So it's going to be a little bit different than my normal classes. It's all online. There's two ways to do it. The full kit, where you get all the stuff, or just the videos. You get the videos in the full kit too. So these are back in stock. They've been out of stock for a little bit, and they're included in the class. You will get die cuts. You're going to see a little bit of what you get. We're going to make the recipe book. Most of the recipe book, excuse me, will be on in a video. And then different for me, I'm going to give you the cards and the pillow box in a PDF with, they will hardly need instructions, because you'll get the supplies to make them and you'll just follow the pictures. But I know it's a busy time of year. These will be super simple, so you'll just put it together. I'm going to show you the recipe book, because you're going to actually get the book in the pages. And then to show you a couple more of the dies. I don't know how many of you have the Playful Alphabet dies. I love them. And one of the things I love about them is I store all my dies on magnetic boards, and I have a lot of them. So I have magnetic boards everywhere, but I have a super cool storage system. And sometime I'll show you again, because the more I get, the bigger my storage system has to get. That'll be maybe in one of my how-tos, but I have to clean my office to be able to show you. But when you get the Playful Alphabet, is that what it's called? I just said it. Yeah, the Playful Alphabet. The Playful Alphabet dies, I do not, because they'd be easy to lose. But look how cool it is. When you get them, the sticky goes through all the letters. So you can always put them back in their little spot and know that you have them all, unless you haven't lost them. Also not really good. If you could see my desk, there's probably, I'd give a good guess that there are 100 dies spread out. A lot of them I keep in these little containers, because like right now I'm working on the gingerbread class. So here's the gingerbread and peppermint dies, and here are the ones for the pillow box, because I'm working on that. So those are in their containers. Then there's other ones. The Eden Garden's still out. I'm working on putting camp together, but these always keep in here, and always try to put them back so I know that I don't lose any of the letters. And you're going to see a couple of other features on those in just a second when I use them. The other one I'm going to use are the What's Cooking dies. Love them. Love that bundle. It was featured in one of my retreats earlier this year. So I'm going to do part of the cover for the recipe book. So if you want to sign up for that, you can still do that. One thing I wanted to show you while I had this out, well, maybe I did, because I moved stuff so I could make this. This is our brushed metallic paper that is in the holiday catalog. It's the gold, but this has like a copper tinge to it. Look how beautiful it looks with the garden gems from Eden's Garden. I should have used this in class because when I pulled this out to use it from our recipe book, it could not be any more of a perfect match, especially with the cherry ones. Super pretty. So if you have the garden gems, which all of you in November Card Club and all of you who have purchased from me in November or will, or this is the thank you gift and they're included in your card club, you should add this because look how pretty this is. And if you watched what I guess people in Eden's Garden will know that both of my cats would not get off the table yesterday. So there was a little bit of cat hair on that. So for this, I have pulled out, I cut a 1-inch strip of that beautiful paper. And then this is our sticky strip that is in the catalog. This is an old one. It no longer has the print on the back, but the new one's better because it has more places on it for you to pull the back off of. I tend to use the old, so I can send the real one to you all in the class. So what you do is you pull it off, but it's kind of easier for you to see in video. You pull off the backing, and that pulls off this. This is just trash. And I'm gonna lay this on here. So if you're in the class, this will be the first part of your recipe book. And I cut this is a 1-inch strip of cardstock, and then this is just a tad bit under 1 inch because you don't want it to go over, because you don't want it to be bigger, because you don't want that sticky on your plates. So I've got that there. And then I'm gonna do my cutting board. This is the craft paper from the holiday catalog. It's not on sale. The cardstock that is on sale is from the annual catalog. So pull this out. December 1st, the retired list and some of the retiring things that are retiring will be on sale. So be watching for that. I'll have the email out to you before the end of December. I mean, before the end of November, so you know what's on sale. So again, I'm gonna pull this out. And the reason I'm using this, I use it sometimes on cards, sometimes I don't, but because this is gonna go on the front of our recipe book, I want it to be nice and stuck. Because you know, when anything's on a cover of something, especially a recipe book, then you wanna make sure it's well stuck on there, especially the little letters. And I have, we've done recipe books before. We've done all kinds of recipe swaps. And this does hold. The other one doesn't have to do this because it's got it has like little slits in the stuff. And I'm almost out. So here's the deal. We used to carry this in this version and I love it. And when it was retiring, I hoarded it and I bought a whole bunch because I'm like, I won't be able to live without the sticky sheets. And so then when they brought it back in a better, new, improved version, I was like, well, now I have all this other stuff that I have to use up. So when you do my classes, you get the good stuff and then I'm forced to use the bad stuff. It's not bad. It's just not quite as easy as the other. Okay, last piece. Okay, so basically what this does is now the sticky stuff is in between this paper. And so when you cut these, you've made a sticker. So I'm not going to do, here's another feature of this fabulous alphabet set. I only have one, just one alphabet set of dies. But if you see here, I have been able to put out, if I just messed it up, our recipes. Because the letters that we use a lot, like you can see, there is another I on here. There is, what's something else that I use two of? I mean, there's 2 R's. There's 2 E's. There's another I. I think there's another S. So the letters that you lose a lot, there's 2 T's. So you're able to do stuff without having to run them through twice. I'm just going to do our. And I'm not going to make the whole recipe book, but I will put our on there and I'll put one of these little embellishments just so you can kind of see how it works. And then those of you in the class will get the whole entire finished cover as part of the class. But you will need to watch this part because I'm not making two books. But in just a second, I'll show you what I've done so far on it. So I've got that. I'll save this finish that off for those of you in the class. Move over my recipes, and let's do, I'll do this long. No, I'm gonna do the little short one. That's in that fun silver color. So, pull your cut and emboss machine over here. That's the how-to that I'm working on next. So watch for that how-to video because that's coming. And then I'm trying to do the ones that I had the most requests on using this machine. I had so many questions, and so I'm not going to do them all at once because that'd be a super long video, but I am going to address some of them. So it will end up being probably a series of them on the cut and emboss. And then a lot of people asked about like mounting stamps and that. And then probably the Stamparatus was the next. I don't know. I had tons. And I'm still taking them, but my list, I probably have at least 20 things. Oh my goodness, that people have asked for the how-tos on. So keep asking, and then don't think because I haven't got to yours right away that means I'm not getting to it. Because like I said, I'm going to take next week off because nobody wants to be making videos the day after Thanksgiving, or I won't be decorating my house for Christmas. So next weekend off. So your how-to will come. It just isn't going to come next week. So now when you roll these through, remember it's got the sticky on it. So it's not like it's harder. It's just a little bit more, and you're going to hear a tiny bit more cracking because it's going through the cardstock, going through the sticky, and then through the sticker sheet. But you don't want to roll it back again because you can see that moved. If I go back again, it's not going to line up. But one time it cuts it all. This here, I'm not going to probably stick all of those on. So now let's grab the recipe book, and I'll show you what I've done so far. So this is our Memories and More album. And then not all of the pages are in here, and they're not in any kind of order yet. But I have started working on them for the class. And some of the Memories and More are actual recipe pages, so those are easy for us, but we will decorate some pages. You're going to get die cuts from the gingerbread and peppermint dies from that bundle. You can also add on the bundle, and you can add on the pillow box just at catalog cost. You can add on the adhesive packet for the class, and then you're going to get a half a packet of the designer series paper, and we'll use some of that to decorate some of the pages as well. But then you'll also know how to make this. It doesn't have to be Christmas. You could redo it easily with one of the other Memories and Mores. This one's just super nice because it has the recipe cards already in it. So this I took, well, I just dropped a die on the floor. That's why I like to put the letters back. It wasn't a letter. I don't know which one it was. I took this, which this fun little cookie thing comes out of the Memories and More. It comes in black and silver. So this, I took my fine tip glue, and I just put glue all around it because you want to make sure that it sticks really well, and the sticky sheet wouldn't work. So that took fine tip glue. It's been on there, so it's now dry. So then we'll have all these other little pieces. So we have this, and look how well this craft matches. So you can put this on here. I don't want to lose this, so I'm gonna like lay stuff on it, but I don't want to cover it up all the way. And then we have our little wire whisk, and you will have to poke most of these out because it's got sticky in the middle of it. So that makes the sticker part, does make it stick just a tad. I mean, not bad, but the sticker does stick. So I got that. So we could put that there. And then we'll have the other utensil as well. And you will get these in your class if you're doing the class. They'll already be done and run through for you. So I'm going to put our up here. And if you don't want to put R, if you're giving it to somebody and you're not giving family recipes, then you don't have to put R. You can just put recipes. But I'll give it to you anyway. So you'll get the letters. They won't be popped. They'll probably still be stuck in there, and you'll have to pop them out. Unless my husband does it. He likes to pop these things out. So put that there. And then we'll be able to put recipes here, and we'll have the other little thing. So let's start with the biggest piece first. And I do find that it's helpful to take this and just pull that up. And then you have a sticker. Make sure it doesn't go off the edge. And then press it down. And same with this one. The What's Cooking bundle is super cute. And in fact, if you want to do recipe books during the year, the What's Cooking bundle would be a great bundle to start out with. because you could easily make recipe books. And then you could add the one that has the little cupcakes. There's the sweet treats that's currently in the holiday catalog. I'm gonna have to move this. I started actually out with not a terribly messy desk this morning, except for my dies. But now I'm all caved in on myself. I know we all do that. We start out with a lot of room some days. Okay, now I'm gonna take a ruler. And I don't want to write very much on it because I don't want it to be dirty. And you need something that's about the right height because you don't want to be working on an angle when you do this. Oh, that's pretty good. So let's do a memories and more back. There we go. And I'm just going to take this. And then you need a light pencil. And for mine, I went with my Cajun Craze watercolor pencil, and I'm just ever so slightly gonna draw a little line. And then this can be erased. But I can see it, you probably can't. I drew it as light as I could. I have to take my glasses off because I'm old and I can see better with my glasses off than on. So you just start. And then this way you know where you're lining them up. And most of it's gonna go on that line. And we'll add some other little embellishments. We may add some ribbon across the spine or down the spine. This is not the finished recipe cover for those of you in the class, but it does show those of you not taking the class how you can use these fun letters. It does make a little divot because the metallic foil, when you run it through the dies, it has the little hole where you pop it out. So when you're done, you have two options. When you get them from me and you're in the class, you're going to have the little divot because it doesn't bother me because I think it kind of looks like hammered metal and I like it. If it bothers you and you want them flat, all you have to do is take 2 new plates and send them back through your machine. Hold it up so you can see it, and it will flatten those out of there. See those? But I think it kind of looks like we have the metal pipe things in our kitchen right now. It's just kind of a look that's a look for right now. So, but you can see we could add some ribbon here. We could add some of the just metal paper as a strip. So we'll add a couple more things. I thought about putting a Christmas cookie on it, but then I changed my mind because you might not just want this to be a cookie book. You might want it to, you can start with these. It'll hold a lot more. You're going to get a full packet of the page protectors, but you can just do a Christmas section. So I decided to keep this not Christmas. So originally I had black sparkle paper. I was going to put a Christmas cookie on it. And I thought, no, I might send you a Christmas cookie, and if your whole thing's going to be Christmas, then you can do it. Then over here, I'm going to send you, if it fits, you'll get the 2021. I'm not sure if these, maybe they'll fit. Let's see. Otherwise, you can handwrite it. Yeah, it might fit. I might just do 21. As somebody who grew up in the 19 somethings, it needs to be like 83. When it's just 21, it kind of is a weird number to me. It's better than 20, I guess. But a lot of times on these, I handwrite. I've used these albums a lot, like when we went to Italy. It's just a great way to get your pictures out of your phone and into something that people can look at. Because, you go on great trips, you go see your grandchildren, you go to the beach, and then 5 years from now, your pictures are still in the phone. Take them out of your phone and put them in here. And so then in December, we are going to do the opposite. My class in December is going to be opposite. We're going to do a card class, and you'll be able to make a bunch of cards and give them as gifts. And we're going to use one of the memories and more. And then the PDF will be the journal that you can make with that same set to journal or to scrapbook. And that will be the PDF. So be watching for that. That one doesn't have dies. That will be a super simple class with hardly any dies, and the few dies that you do need, I will send you. But remember, for today, you can get these letters 20% off, which is a great bargain. That's one of the more expensive die sets that we have, and What's Cooking. And you have until Monday to sign up for the class. So there's just 2 ways to do it, just video only and just getting it all. There's not like a middle version, because there was not really a middle version way to do it. So everybody have a great day. Have a great weekend. I won't be back until early next week with one more email. And if I have time, I might pre-do an email, but you may just hear from me Monday of next week. So everybody have a great day and have a good weekend. Bye.